Yeah, in there. Look at that. I love that. Champions. Stagnation. Crypto warriors.
And of course, champions.
Champions. Absolutely. Love it. It's incredible. Ladies and gentlemen of the planet Earth. Okay. If we're still here. Happy Monday to you. It's the beginning of a spectacular week.
Yes, sir.
You know, I always say, man, there are people who sleep in and sleep past 9 a.m. or whatever the time might
Ooh.
be. Yes. You have to ask yourself, why am I sleeping right now if I'm not where I want to be?
She, I wouldn't find it difficult sleeping past 9 o'clock on vacation. That's how bad it is
Yeah,
for me.
I know. It's tough. But it's all about finding balance as well, you know. But before we even talk about finding balance, I think you need to get going first. Because if you're sleeping at 9 and you know where you want to be, why are you sleeping?
You better get your ass up.
Hey,
Get to work.
it is it is what it is, man. Absolutely incredible. Let's see what we have here with us. We have Bitcoin Shango in the house, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Says champions. Says happy Monday. Monday fun day.
Fun day.
Look at
It
that.
is, man.
How many people do you know refer to Monday as
That's
fun
fun.
day?
Hey,
That guy is winning.
respect.
Right? Thanks in advance for the great info and insight, fellas. Also, what's your name in Demus Noster? Everyone should dip a toe in
Yeah.
over there. Absolutely. Let's see if I even know what that is.
I think you
Well, I
named
know
it
what it
Stack.
is, but it's on the iPad.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, I think you named it Stack too, right?
Did I?
On Noster. Yeah. You send me the link. Let me see. Let me
Well,
see.
so we're on Demos, and
Yeah.
the let's see.
So what is that?
So I have the address. I just have the what is it called? The public key.
Yep.
But I think if you type stack, you should probably find us as well. Actually,
Yes.
yes, if you type stack, you should
Yeah.
find us in there as well. Now I can copy the what is this? The public key.
Mm-hmm. Put it in the group chat. I don't have
Is
it
there a
though.
way for us to do that?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
sent it to
I'll
me on
drop it
phone.
in. I'll drop it in Notion,
Yep.
and then we can pull it from there and drop it in the chat for everyone else. So there we go. Boom. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope everyone is having a spectacular one here. Um, Bitcoin Shango says, gotta bounce and get my kiddo from school. Look at that, man.
Winning.
Fatherly duties, man.
Winning already.
We are proud of you, sir. Keep it up. Incredible. Bigger crypto in the house. He says, Zoom champions. You know, yesterday we had a knowledge sharing session with BK Crypto, man.
Tell them.
It was so powerful. And this is what community is all about. You know, we're on Zoom for I don't know how long. And this man was just there, just dropping knowledge, sharing with us how we can improve our graphics, designs, and so on and so forth. There's so much more that comes with it. So, and you know, he didn't have to do that. No one really owes anyone anything, but he did it anyway out of the kindness of his heart.
Mm-hmm.
That says something, and we appreciate that, brother. Absolutely incredible. Looking forward to all the incredible things we're going to be working on, right, in the future. And if at any point in time, the recession is not slapping your account too heavily, feel free to hop over to BK Crypto's website and grab yourself something spicy. Okay, it's absolutely incredible. Love to see it. Anything you want to add double O?
Hey man, I'm flexing the shot right now, man.
All right.
So
There we go.
looking good.
Well, let's jump into this thing then, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the morning, as you guys may have seen already, Jake Fee.
He's ahead of us on that one. I tell you, man, Jake Pepper is on a
Yes.
different
Price
time
went
zone.
up. The price went up on everything. Well, except ton coin. What is that?
I don't know what the heck that is, man.
Okay. Well, look at that, man. The price is going up, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin currently trading at $28,334. Look at that rip up there, man.
On a Sunday.
Hmm?
Wonder who did that.
The shots got destroyed on this. How much was it that was lost?
$300 million
$300 million.
on all the Bitcoin shots.
Well, you know, they say put your money where your mouth is.
Well, they did, man.
Yes. So we appreciate them for that. Keep it up. Absolutely
Gave all the
incredible.
money to the exchanges too.
Absolutely. So looking at this here, what we're using here is the 38 and 100-day moving averages, as well as the 200-day moving averages. Well, 200-day moving average, the blue line there. So we see we have finally crossed over that. Well, we recently came back up because we dropped below that 200-day moving average there back in August
Mhm,
17th, and we
mhm.
finally crossed over that 200-day moving average again. We have the
We're
what is this?
crossing the flash too, by the way.
Yeah, we did, right? We also see the 100-day still below
Yo.
the 200-day moving average, and of course 37 there.
Yeah, I
This is
think
a powerful one.
I
Go ahead.
think the price action is way ahead of the moving averages. I think it's quite interesting that on a daily chart,
Mm.
the candles have actually crossed before the moving averages started crossing.
Oh,
So the concern is that is this a fake out or is this actually a big movement? We need to cross that 100-day, that yellow line.
yeah.
A candle crosses that, the strong candle crosses over that and holds. Oh no, man, we're full on bullish.
Well, look at
Yeah,
that.
there's no coming back after that.
We hope it waits a bit longer so I can get more first.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, we'll look at one more thing here, then we'll jump into today's topic. Actually, BK sent this to me this morning.
yep.
He added us to the group, the
Yes, the signal
the
group.
Signal group, and looking forward to learning a lot more of what is in there.
Yeah,
But Vanek
it's
launched an
good.
Ethereum futures ETF.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on that one?
I said, I think someone posted this on Twitter as
Mm,
well. And I said the last time we started a futures ETF, remember the futures ETF from Vanek got approved.
right.
So the SEC can approve futures, which is basically derivatives. Why can't they approve a spot ETF? Right.
Mm,
And the last time we saw a futures ETF got approved, what happened to Bitcoin? Phew. So
yeah.
my question now is, what are they trying to do with Ethereum? Are they trying to destroy it, or are they trying to like I don't know, man. Is this one is interesting to me.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for that. One thing I would say for sure is, especially after the conversations we had yesterday,
Yep.
I think it is worth just taking a step back, just reanalyzing the entire situation, because at the end of the day, there is money to be made, and all these developments are things that, if you're an investor, right,
Chasing yield.
with that, yeah, I mean, which again, if you're an investor, you should always be trying to chase yield.
Yep.
Otherwise, what are you doing? You're just losing your money. It's something to reconsider and position ourselves in a way that it's beneficial.
hmm
I'll say that. Um, let's see here. We'll read some comments and then drop below. Let's jump in there. Well, actually, we don't have many comments.
Yep.
Welcome to the month of October.
Yes,
This is
sir.
the month of October.
Up top.
Absolutely incredible. Double O, what are we talking about today, sir?
Today, you told me this wonderful story that happened this weekend, right?
Mm.
And the story. You know what? Tell them the story, and I'll tell the people what we're talking about today.
Okay, well, listen up, folks. Story time. Okay. Do we even have a sound for story time?
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think we have one. So we're just going to go with this one. Story time. There we go. Oh, actually, B1 is not on. Jeez. Okay. Well, let's try that again. Okay. There we go. So story time. On Saturday, right, I went to,
Yes.
visit my father. I spent some time with my father. Everything was cool. On my way back, I decided, hey, I'm going to stop and get myself a haircut. Show up looking fresh, fine boy, no pimple, lavi,
Yes.
that type of stuff. So I rode up to a random barber. This is, because my barber currently is too far away. And I'm like, I don't want to do the drive. I'm just going to go to a random barber close by, grab this haircut, and move on with my day. All nice and good. So I get my haircut, and it's time to pay $40. I'm like, hey, how would you like for me to pay? Do you have Cash App or do you have Zelle? He's like, oh, I have none of those. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, can I use my card then and pay for it? He's like, oh, our card reader is down right now. Or you can just grab some cash from the ATM. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. And I go, well, I don't really want to walk to the gas station right
Mm.
now. So I go, I can give you for $60 in Bitcoin, or I can go over to the ATM and get your $40. This man said no.
Gang, gang.
Yes. I
Gang, gang.
literally offered to pay him more for the haircut, and he said no because he does not understand Bitcoin.
You offered $60 more.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, $20 more.
$20 more. Yeah,
exactly.
$60
Damn,
more.
bro. I'm not sure that, right? So that makes me wonder, Where is the mind of society
Mm.
when people will not even consider, like, hey, because if someone came to me and they said, hey, I'll give you more money if you take this instead, I think my mind will go, interesting. Why does this person want to do that?
Mm.
Can I learn more about this? What is it this person is doing that makes him feel like he can offer more money than I asked for? This is where I believe we have to really start changing the mindset
Yes, sir.
of people in general to adopt this new phase of the economy that well, I'll say is evolving,
Yeah,
unfolding.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, go
Money
ahead.
face. Yeah. So yeah. So today we're talking about the price that you pay for today, tomorrow. I'll repeat that. The price that you pay today
Mm,
for tomorrow. Right? So if you're sitting down here being fearful
right,
about something that you don't know or you know nothing about,
right.
but you don't want to take the time to educate yourself, but you say, oh, well, guess what? If they're saying that it ain't right, then it ain't right. Kind of like how the media just continue to pitch a bunch of stories to you. You don't take the time to research it, but you're just living in fear. So, first topic for today,
Yeah.
rejecting the opportunities for growth. At the time that this barber said no to the Bitcoin offer at $60, guess how much Bitcoin was at? 26,900.
Mm. And it's even ripped up even more since then.
So between Saturday and Monday morning, now we're at 28 on 28 under 300. So even if this guy was not a Bitcoin believer, right? And he accepted the offer. And he could have literally woke up this morning and exited if he wanted to exit, at least if he was, smart enough to. I don't know what to call it.
Right.
Okay, I don't know what it is, but it's gone up. Let me exit. Nope. What's $40 to lose? The price that you pay for $40
Yeah.
versus what could have happened if you took the time to say, you know what? Let me think about it. Let me educate myself about it instead of outright saying no.
Absolutely. Well, Chloe, Chloe Dior here says that I offered too much.
Oh,
This is a valid point because at some point, when you offer, okay, so you make an offer, someone might go, well, it's probably a scam. Why do they feel so
confident.
confident in offering me more money than I had asked for? That is something to actually think about. Because I will say this though, people that have given $5 uh, to drive that point of Bitcoin across to them, I think they took to it a lot better than with the barber. That's actually something. I think
Hmm.
that's a valid point there.
Yeah, because for the long time, I think since last year, October or so,
Yeah,
we've been literally giving out $5 or $10 into people's wallets just for them to feel that Bitcoin pressure
absolutely.
in their Cash App
I, I
wallet.
I would say for some people that I just sent them some Bitcoin. There was that moment where it was like a light bulb moment where they received the Bitcoin, and at that point they said, "Oh, this is real." So very valid point there. But carry on, sir.
Yeah. Second topic though, that kind of relates to this as well is procrastination.
Mm,
So the question out there is, when did you first find out about Bitcoin?
mm,
I think I found out about Bitcoin 2017. I was researching into the latest and newest technologies,
all right.
and I saw Bitcoin as one of the blockchain technologies, and I saw the price. And I did not know how to get into it. I did not even know that you could buy little pieces of it. So I just literally ignored it in 2017. That was how I found out about Bitcoin. But I
Interesting.
gave my brother some money to go and buy some blockchains. Guess what this guy went and bought? He went and bought Zell.
Oh man,
Instead
yeah.
of buying Bitcoin, he went and bought Zell.
Is it? Did he just buy B Pro?
Be
I
pro
remember he
too.
bought B Pro. I got so much B Pro. It was incredible. How is B Pro doing these days? It'd be interesting to know.
Be pro is his nickname, by the way.
Absolutely.
How did you find out about Bitcoin?
So I think I found out about Bitcoin. Geez, I think it was on Robinhood, right? Back in the days. I say probably like 2017 ish. About. I saw it pop up on Robinhood back then. I bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it. I didn't really follow it heavily
Mm.
back then. However, just reading the description of it, I understood that this is something that um, was different from what we know. Probably because of the state that I was in my life at that point in time. it's something that I could not take very seriously because I was too busy reacting to everything that was happening to me
You were
in my
in and
life.
out on every single trade, bro.
Yeah,
Back in the
well,
day.
this is even like before trading situations, right? This is just more so like before, like, normal life activities coming at you all the time as a young guy, no house, no money, and you're just reacting to everything that is happening to you. So most of the time you're not really thinking about investing your money, you're not really thinking about Bitcoin or learning this insane technology. And I think this is interesting because interesting. I was talking to BK Crypto the other day, and he was asking me, why do you think the Bitcoin adoption is not going as quickly as in the West? When you look at Africa, and I was telling him, when people are in this place of desperation, when you're reacting to everything, right? It just seems like everything else that is right before you is more urgent than activity that would require some
In-depth
delayed,
knowledge.
yeah,
Yeah.
delayed gratification
Oh,
is really
yeah.
what it was, right? And so over time, as things start to balance out, that's when I really started rolling into it. This is now like 2019ish, right? And of course, being in lockdown did not help the situation either because at that point I was just soaking all the information as much as possible. But yes, you're right about the trading part. I was in everything. I was in everything, and yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, if you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to smash the like button. Hmm?
Boom, 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 boom.
Abby, there we go. All right, carry on, sir.
All right, man. Yeah. So again, this is just going along with that story of what happened. Like, what could be going on in the mind of the barber? Is
Yeah,
the guy literally going through something at the time that prevents him from literally considering the idea of what's Bitcoin?
yeah.
Why should I even get involved in it? I know I have a lot of bankers in my family, and they're just anti anything the money that they know.
This is
So
true.
that's another big pushback, which then goes back to this next topic, absorbing the negative mindset. Anything that most people that hear about Bitcoin for the first time
Mhm.
think about the negative aspect of it
Yeah,
because that's all they've heard about. That's all that the media have preached to them. And literally, the media controls your mindset. They controls your dialogue. So like, oh, Bitcoin. Oh, is that what they said? This is a scam? Or is it that Ponzi scheme? But that is what they said. That's what the media fed you. Kind of like the education system that we have
yeah.
now, right? Your environment literally shapes your world.
Social engineering, heavy social engineering. Uh, and this is where I think people, because first of all, I believe the most important thing is for people to question what money is. Because we currently are using money where everyone agrees that we don't trust the people who say that this money is valuable, right?
Mm,
Because it's money by decree. So if we don't trust the people, essentially the politicians that say this money is valuable or something like that, why do we keep playing the game? This is where we need to break away. I understand, like you were mentioning before, the big thing here is fear, right? Fear of the unknown.
mm,
People do not like change, that's for sure.
yep,
But the fact of the matter is, this change is happening all around us, whether we
constantly.
want to or not, right? So now it now crosses into this phase of adapt or die,
Hmm.
is really what it is. And for people who cannot adapt, obviously, they'll get left behind.
Mm,
But I think the important thing is if people can understand what exactly we're looking at, right? Because if people fear what they do not understand, but if people can really understand what we're looking at in the current financial environment, then hopefully I believe that will lead to more people asking questions on how we can change it. So I think it's just about all of us doing our part to make that happen,
hmm.
right?
If you fear what you do not understand, what you do not understand would consume you. It's that simple.
Absolutely incredible. Let's look at some comments before we continue here. Chloe says he thought you were trying to give him a worthless coin. This is true. But you would think everyone has heard of Bitcoin, though. I think everyone should have heard of Bitcoin at this point. Huh?
No,
Well,
no, actually, people don't know.
here in the West,
Yes.
that's shocking. Well, that is shocking. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll get back to that one. Bitcoin Shango says there was a phrase when I first started, when he first started in Bitcoin. Everyone gets their Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Those who choose to embrace or ignore it will get in at the price and time they are ready
And
for
then
it.
they will say you're lucky.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Not all of us can be lucky on Earth. If someone says I'm lucky, then I'm lucky. This is just what it is. Let's see. What else do we have here? It says time preference, low versus high. This is very true. But I think to get to the point where you really start talking about time preference,
Mm,
it really needs for you to be more aware of the total. I guess you have to get a bigger picture of what is happening. It's like out of war, right? If you're just reacting to the things that are right in front of you,
yep.
you never have the opportunity to really zoom out,
Mm,
take a look at the big picture, and change your strategy.
mm.
That's what I believe I had to do.
Good you said that.
Yeah.
Zoom out.
Zoom out. Exactly. Yeah.
Good
Zoom out.
one. That
Exactly.
worked.
Listen, man, I'm about to write a book, man. Put some names next to my quotes and things like that. All that good stuff.
By the way, that's
Uh,
a great book, by the way, guys. If you have not read that book, The Heart of War, you need to read it.
yeah, incredible one. Actually, did you know that the Art of War, the book The Art of War, was actually kept away by most leaders from the rest of uh,
The world for the
yeah,
longest.
yeah. So
Hmm.
like let's say if it was in
Hmm.
the military leaders read the Art of War, but they never shared with the soldiers. Yeah.
Mm,
And presidents and leaders and things like that. So it's a whole thing.
mm, mm, mm.
They will ask you about Bitcoin when it's too late. Next year, you listen, man.
That's
It's
a good one.
always the case. Always the case, man. Always the case. All right. Well, and so I think the fear of failure, as you see, we titled this video, Fear Kills More Dreams Than Failure.
Mm,
You know, I think failure is something that we have to embrace as a people. Because at the end of the day, when you fail, that's really the bottom. The only way from there is up.
projectile.
So, and if you don't fail, I don't think that you can achieve success either. So, how does all of this apply to Bitcoin Double?
Bro, education. Our educational system teaches us that failure is a bad thing. You
Mm,
almost don't want to get an F
right?
because you must get an A. Not knowing that getting an F actually teaches you what you've learned wrong so that you can get better. Like you want to learn to fail fast.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Bitcoin is doing to us is that all these attacks and everything that is going on in the Bitcoin space is actually a good thing. The Bitcoin price going down is a good thing for you to even better take the time to understand it. Fail so that you know what's wrong so that you can fix it. Fail fast so that your future can be better, so that you can move on, so that you can learn, so that you can improve. And I think that's how this applies to Bitcoin really at the end of the day is that we all know everything is broken.
Mm,
We know that the system is not designed for us. We see inflation going up, but then we can't sit down there and be fearful and complain and say things are not getting better. We have to do something. Now, there is an introduction of something that could fix it, that
yeah.
is fixing it. So, what's stopping you from saying, let me give it a try? I mean, if Bitcoin fails, I'm not saying Bitcoin's gonna fail.
Mm,
At least you can say you give it a try. You fought back.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say so.
That's the way I see it.
What is the story with fiat? It's failing, but you cannot really say you got out.
You can get out.
Yeah. It's just fiat. It is what it is. Things stay the same. So, which also, that's actually something I was thinking about the other day. You know, our generation, right, has the only thing constant in our life has been change,
Mm.
right? We've like,
A lot.
we have used all the evolutions of technology.
The walkie talkies.
Everything around us has transformed over time. The only thing that has not transformed has been money and this, um, the government system that we currently use. I think that it's definitely time for it to be improved
Mm.
because it is antiquated. What is it? What you say? Outdated, right? It is definitely old, definitely not working anymore, and everything else around it, especially in the technological age. I think that there is way more sophisticated ways to engage, to lead, and really communicate with society.
Mm.
So if Twitter is there and any president can get on there and address the general public, then why are they not doing it?
Mm. They want you to be spoon fed by the mass media.
Yeah, it's things like that because mass media is now irrelevant,
Very.
right? Because you can get your media anywhere. These people are wondering why all the movies are flopping. Why would I go pay money and sit in the movie theater when there is premium entertainment on YouTube already? There's premium entertainment on Netflix. There's nothing you guys can show me that I've not already seen. And I think it's really the same for even the younger generation. They've already seen it all on the internet.
Mm.
So you have to pivot. You have to evolve. You can either change or get taken out
Yep.
with everything that is happening. Let's wrap this up, sir.
Yes,
After
sir.
we read this comment, Bitcoin Django says, "I'll be trying to drip drop a few nuggets here and there on TikTok or Face Space." On my
Space.
this man is wild. On Face Space, on my book, or whatever these kids use these days. By the time people notice, it's too late. Listen, this is true, man. My book is definitely one of the old ones, man. I hear people, everyone on Facebook or my book or whatever that thing is taking back pain medication. Just, just so that it can work. The money will be expanded by Bitcoin. People will have the ability to opt out of the system, but they won't. They will stick to what's normal. Fear of change.
Mm, mm,
Exactly.
mm.
Right. Until Bitcoin becomes normal, and then they're late. Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm.
If Bitcoin fails, I still paid off my debts and learned a lot about knowledge. This is true.
Mm.
Bitcoin forces you to learn.
A
That's for a
lot.
fact, man.
Yeah.
You, because once you get it, you're interested in geopolitics, you're interested in
But
economics, you have to learn all of it. And it forces you to naturally be interested in it.
yep.
So I think it's a very, very, very powerful thing to understand.
Yep.
Uh, see, knowledge on platforms it branches out to, and if it succeeds, my family is set for generations. Man, that's a beautiful thing to read. Okay.
Beautiful thing to read because when you look at the internet,
Yeah.
I was there during the .com ages, right?
All right.
And people literally thought that an operating system and then going on the internet was literally the end of all. Like it's a scam. It's never going to be successful. Look at us, what, 20, 30 years later?
This is true.
Now imagine if you were involved in the internet in the early days. This is literally the same thing, except for now, instead of it being hijacked and owned by a very few corporations,
Mhm.
you get to own your own value. That's basically what Bitcoin was here for.
Absolutely.
So literally now is literally time to take action.
Right. Take action by liking the video, ladies and gentlemen. Well, once you're liking the video, please like the stream. Okay, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, follow us on X. Of course, follow the gentleman of crypto as well. Met Bitcoin Zay at the blockchain conference
Yep.
summit last week. It's really cool to hang out with him. Cool dude, man. Awesome dude. Very knowledgeable, man. Very powerful. We're also on Demos. By the way, I dropped the Demos link in the chat. If you guys want to follow us on Northster/Demos, okay, that is our public key. Again, there once more. Have a blessed week, okay, and whatever else is going on out there, eat your vegetables. That's what I usually say. Until next time, praise and out.
Double O